right, welcome back. Sorry, we had a little bit of technical difficulty, so you heard me kind of stumble right there.
There was hesitation.
There was hesitation. Because I was getting ready for the cut. Redo.
Yeah, but we didn't have it, so you just sounded like a fool.
Yeah, it's okay.
What's, nothing out of the ordinary for either of us, so.
Absolutely not. Well, welcome back to another week, you weirdos, to the Menacing Podcast. That's right.
Have we settled on?
I think weirdos.
I think,
I think it's gonna stick.
Should we vote on it and put it to a vote?
Yeah, you know what? If somebody else has another name that they would like the listeners to be called, that's fine.
Yes. Okay.
Send it in. Maybe it'll stick. Maybe not. If I like it, maybe. If not, then I'll mock you relentlessly on the podcast.
That's how we roll. I mean, more power to you, I guess, if you like being called a weirdo every week.
Yeah.
Twice a week.
Yeah. And if you want to send in your suggestions, make sure you include your name so I could single you out.
That's yes.
The mockery has to be pointed at the right person.
The ultimate weirdo who can't take being called a weirdo.
Yeah. So we're here for your pleasure for about a half hour. So buckle up, sit down, grab a drink, and let's do this.
Yeah. All right. Now, Brent, I guess the question: how do you want to do this episode? We've got some commentary that we can go over from our listeners.
Let's start. The most important thing is our listeners. So let's start out with our listeners.
You say they're the least important thing when we're off the air.
Oh, thanks for giving.
Shoot!
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah,
my bad. Uh-oh.
You're like the wizard. That's very disappointing when we pulled back the curtain.
Yeah, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Good night, man.
So on our episode, In My Defense, which was last week's episode, the Wednesday episode, the one posted Wednesday.
Yeah.
So we'd thrown it out to the audience. What impressions would you like to hear?
Yeah.
Us work on. They didn't disappoint. We got a couple comments here. This one. It's made a little bit more difficult on some of them. Although one of them, I think you actually already can pull off decently.
Okay.
Chris Farley.
Oh, yeah.
I think you actually, I feel like you could, if you don't already.
I could do some Chris Farley.
Yeah. And then Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
And then this one.
Hello, dear.
Yes, exactly. You got it. Look at that. Brent's already got to work on
You
these.
need some cream in your coffee. How about another one?
That one went downhill. Isn't Mrs. Doubtfire Scottish?
I thought she was English.
No, I definitely think she's...
Might have to watch Mrs. Doubtfire.
Kind of more like this, dearie.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
When she reads her little books.
All right.
Yeah, so there's that. And then Brent be Danny and Russ be Sandy from Grease. Don't know. I don't know.
I think you could pull off a Sandy.
That one... Why do I have to be Sandy?
For that reason right there, that whininess that you just did.
Oh yeah, good.
Sandy, you can't walk out on a drive-in movie.
I don't know any of the words, the lines from Grease.
What?
I don't even know if I've seen the whole movie of Grease.
Go Grease lightning, turning up the barrel. Oh my gosh, I just forgot. Burning up the 405. Grease lightning, go Grease lightning. I don't know. That's a very impressive. Suggestive song, though. So.
Oh, is it? Yeah,
Summer loving, hand me a blast.
Isn't there a song about at the drive-in?
Yeah, they're at Sandy. You can't walk out on a drive-in movie.
Oh, okay. Yes, yeah. I'm putting it together. I'm putting the pieces together. I know bits and pieces.
I think we're gonna have to do you and I are just gonna have to plan a night where we start watching all the movies where people are like, great. You should do these impressions, and then we start working on the impressions.
So this one, we got another suggestion
from
a different listener. This is my favorite.
Okay, you don't like Sandy? I think Sandy for you is my favorite.
Is that okay? Yeah. That would make sense. No, I'm not. Surprisingly, not a huge fan of trying to do Sandy. So this listener said, You should. I can't even get through. You should impersonate Al Pacino trying to order at a drive-thru, but getting frustrated because the worker can't understand his order and keeps calling him ma'am.
Holy cow.
I love this.
That's very
I love
specific.
the specificity of it. This is exactly what we're looking for, right? We appreciate do an impression of this, but we love the scenarios that we could potentially work with.
Can you do an Al Pacino? Hoo-ah!
I actually, no, I'm not sure. I'd have to do some listening to him. So I think this is kind of a teaser for not this week, not the second, but next week.
All right.
On the Wednesday episode that releases. Stay tuned.
We're bringing you something.
Because you're going to hear Al Pacino ordering at a drive-thru. And I feel like Al Pacino's kind of gravelly, and he's
kind of more wispy, actually.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's got like a, hey, now you're getting a car, and now you're getting a car.
Is he Oprah Winfrey?
No, it's just,
okay.
I can't think of any of his lines from any of his movies.
Winfrey?
Yeah, he's Oprah Winfrey. Hoo-ah, besides Hoo-ah from The Scent of a Woman, of course, because he was a blind veteran, and after every line, he'd say, Hoo-ah!
Oh, okay. That one,
So,
I've never seen Scent of a Woman.
Yeah, watch a couple of Al Pacinos. You got to be very careful on what ones you watch. You don't want to watch Devil's Advocate.
Oh, okay.
Gets a little risque.
Duly noted. Yes. I will remember that. Although
but we could,
I think I saw Devil's Advocate on TV.
Okay.
Back when they used to run them on network TV, so they cut out all the stuff.
Yeah, all the naughty bits.
Yeah, all the naughty bits. So
that's good.
So we'll do some. We'll divvy up the impressions, and then we'll.
I already got scenarios going in my head.
Oh, okay.
On how characters are gonna enter in.
So again, not the Friday episode, but for next week Wednesday, tune in to hear some of these impressions that were given to us.
Oh yeah. I'm excited. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, that's good. All right, and so it's we'll take a little time.
Wow, what Al Pacino movies do you think you're gonna watch?
Well, I'm probably not movies. I'll probably look up YouTube.
Oh, okay.
I do bare minimum research.
Yeah, apparently. I'm sitting here going, I could watch Any Given Sunday, Devil's Advocate, Scent of a Woman.
I knew none of those movies.
Danny. Oh my goodness!
You're doing great.
Yeah. Anyways, it's with Johnny Depp.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
No.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, Al Pacino was in that.
Rear Window.
He was the one that handed Johnny the giant jar of cocaine.
I don't. Oh, was it?
Thank you, Heard, for that.
I don't remember the last time I've watched an Al Pacino movie.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was in The Irishman. Irishman?
And I never watched that one.
Oh, okay.
So that doesn't help.
Well, yeah,
the case at all.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
No, I don't. It's been a while, so we'll do some research on that.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I can't either. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Our listeners really delivered for us, and I appreciate that.
Gives me an excuse to dive into my repertoire and go back and watch some Chris Farley.
You mean build your repertoire?
No, just brush up on it.
Oh, okay.
Calm down. Chris Farley and I don't mind watching Grease. Maybe get some songs going. Work on my Danny impression.
You're gonna be doing it solo. It's gonna be a solo performance of Grease. Brent presents Grease, a one-man show.
Oh, all right. Yeah, there we go. You have to be Sandy though, so it's not a one-man show.
I don't think we said we had to do. There's no scenario.
I like how that listener just like, and you're Sandy.
And yeah. Wait, who gives you the right to just assign? We just asked for impressions to do. We didn't ask you to assign the talent.
I know, and now I'm trying to think of the other guy that is Danny's friend. I mean, I know you got the T-Birds.
And why not John? Why couldn't John do Sandy?
Well, John would have to be here.
That's true. That's a fair point. I had a listener bumped into him.
That must have hurt.
Yeah, I was like, oh, sorry. And then they're like, oh, I recognize the voice, the raw talent.
Yeah.
But they asked if John. They said, did John quit the podcast? He's been here all along. I don't know what people are. He hasn't missed an episode.
He's showing us pictures as we speak.
Yes, that's Sandy from Greece.
Yes. Well done. Well done.
Good job. So then on another episode, our other episode from last week, which was called Puddle of Life.
Yes, Puddle of Life.
This listener was very encouraging. Very encouraging. It was nice to read this one. It was a funny episode. You're both doing great.
Oh, okay.
Both. It's weird.
Just straight to the point. I like that. No sugar coating.
Keep it up.
Okay. Well,
looking forward to hear your impressions.
All right.
We're going to have to wait another week. We just went over this. Maybe listen next time. I know
They just text you or something?
No, it's from the comment from the past. But still, pay attention. Doesn't negate that advice.
Okay.
So thank you for that. That was very nice.
All right.
And we got that's some good comments. Keep them coming. And actually, Brent, I thought I might throw a bit of a wrench into kind of our plans. I had mentioned I took a little flack. Okay. Not the Affleck type. But I took a little flack. That was about how long we were leaving open the window for listeners to submit their logos.
Is it closed?
Well, no, no, it's still open. That was the complaint.
Okay.
So we've received one logo.
And that might be the winner.
And it's a very good logo.
It is.
I would be willing to solidify this if nobody else has submitted anything. I can't force anybody to do it.
There we go.
I don't know. What are your thoughts?
You know what? I say let's do it. It's been out for a while. We got that 2 or 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
I think we make it our logo.
And
if people don't like it, you had the chance to submit your own.
Yeah, exactly.
Your own idea. You could have even given ideas like, what if you did this or that? But no, you didn't.
Never once did you raise a concern.
And we give you an email address to do so.
Absolutely. We're not here to hold your hands.
Yeah. Unless they're soft, beautiful hands.
Okay. Yeah.
I hold mine a lot because they're soft and beautiful.
Are they? Yeah, mine haven't seen a day of work in their life.
Yeah.
They're very, very delicate.
Yeah,
I enjoy holding my hands.
Yes.
All right, I'm on board with that. We'll post it. Look for it. This week we'll post it with the Friday episode.
Ooh,
as we look to move away from the mermaid.
Yeah. Thanks for our listener pointing that out.
Yeah. The Little Mermaid tale. So as we move away from that. So there you have it, folks. There's our listener.
We're becoming
feedback.
Big boy podcast.
Look at us.
We got a thingamahooch now.
That's did you have
logo? Yeah, I had a brain fart. Okay.
So say was
major.
That was thingamahooch what you were actually going for. No, okay.
no, it wasn't. I was going for logo, but all I could think of was sign. I'm like, no, it's not a sign.
We got a billboard now.
Yeah. We're just out there.
What gets me is logo. Pretty easy word.
Yeah, it's really just a couple.
But your brain went to thingamahooch it.
Yeah,
which is a bit of a bigger word.
Yeah, I throw people off when I can't think of something, and I go supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, and they're like, "What?" I'm like, "I can't think of the word," and they're like, "What word?" I'm like, "Oh, it was car."
It was.
They're like, "Really?"
But you went to supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Yeah, the longest word. Hey,
that's what are you gonna do?
You know what? And if you can't sing it, sit down.
Yeah, why not like a Mary Poppins impression? I'm just saying. There's some.
You're gonna be Mary.
Why? Why do I have to be the girl?
If you have to ask, then you don't know.
Okay. Then that's why.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes sense. That tracks.
So stop asking. Maybe one day, I'll never be because when people hear my voice, they're like, no, that's a guy.
Right, and when they hear my voice, they're like, it could go either way.
Yeah.
You could just...
Yeah. And if they actually saw us in person, they'd be like, no, he's the guy.
That's why, that makes a lot of sense.
I'm the man.
Thank you. That's quite hurtful. Just took a turn to be very hurtful.
Yeah.
So, okay.
You are welcome.
I didn't...
I'm sorry. No,
didn't
that was
thank you. There was no thank you offered.
No. Oh, you know what?
Oh, yeah, what?
Now that are we done with the logo
done,
and the thingamahoochits and
I'm trying to...
the listeners trying to chime into our podcast?
Those guys, they're always interrupting.
Good night.
Yeah.
So this weekend I did something new.
Okay.
Or I experienced something new.
Spelled a word that was more than 3 letters?
Yes.
Okay. I had to get you back for...
Four.
Oh, okay.
Or FORE. I was very confused.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, now that we're doing spelling,
okay.
I'm going to throw myself under the bus here.
Okay.
So what was it? Third or fourth grade.
Okay.
I did a spelling bee.
A long time ago.
It was. Did a spelling bee. And I can admit that I am not a strong speller.
Okay. Which I think you have actually admitted on this podcast.
Yeah. Not a strong speller. I can say big words sometimes.
Like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Yeah. Yep. So first round, I get the word pale.
Okay.
And I spell it PALE.
Okay,
and
so you were going the pale face.
Yeah. Promptly sit down.
Oh, they meant pale as a bucket.
Yep.
You always got to ask.
Yeah.
Please use it in a sentence.
Yeah, so I probably would have spelled it the same way. I was like, wait, no, I spelled that correctly. And afterwards, my teacher goes, yes, the wrong pale. I was like, no, I spelled the right pale. They're like, no, you spelled the wrong word pale. I was so confused until they said you probably should have asked for it to be used in a sentence. They meant the bucket.
They don't just offer that freely to you?
No. I mean, I was in fourth grade. I should have known better.
You should have. You should have been better.
Yeah, I should have. So this weekend I went to. Have you ever heard of Brazilian Day, Texas? Brazilian Elk, Texas? No.
What?
It's a restaurant.
Really? Wait, I've never heard of this.
Where they cook meat in a Brazilian style.
Okay.
And it's different types of meat. You know, you get your sirloins, got ribs. They had pork, some chicken, lamb. And they walk around with the meat on skewers already cooked. And all you have to do is go, yes, I'd like some. So they'll shave off a piece, or they'll have chunks already cut, and they'll give you a chunk of meat. And you just have to, yes, I'll take some. Yeah, oh, yes.
They're just walking around, they're like, and they just like come up and they're like,
yeah. And it's fantastic.
Brijania, or whatever they say.
Yeah. They'll be like, oh, sirloin garlic. And you're like, yes, please. Or like, just like straight up sirloin. Yes, please. Or, you want some lamb? Yes, please. I didn't see any chicken. So I didn't see any chicken, but they had some sausages, and some steak wrapped in bacon. I didn't take any one of those, but all my buddies were like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, of course you guys. And one of my buddies goes, Brian, you want to try a piece?
Oh, classic.
I was like, oh,
I got him.
Yeah. one of my buddies, the other one goes, we're going to offer, or he said, we keep offering just in case if you're not sticking to your whole religious thing. And I was like, okay, thanks. If I wanted one, I would have asked for one. Yeah. Don't worry. The guy had enough on the skewer for me to have one.
Yeah, he wasn't like, oh, sorry, ran out.
Yeah. So just a trigger warning, it's going to get a little crazy right now. So if little children are listening, keep them around. They might learn something. I can tell you, though, after eating there.
Okay.
And eating the probably 3 to 5 pounds of meat that I had.
Yes.
The bathroom
Oh no.
that I visited the next day and a half, I don't know what's worse. Meat poos, sick poos,
Always-
or beer poos.
Always devolves to
I
bathroom.
Yeah, but
Humor.
it was a real problem.
On a scale of 1 to Taco Bell, how bad was it?
Oh, I don't think anything's as bad as Taco Bell.
Well, a guy just wanted to test. Like that's
So if it's, I would say it's a McSquirts.
I don't remember that being one of the options.
Well, I think McSquirts is like under.
You keep saying that word, and it is very distressing to me.
It will make you think twice before you go to McDonald's.
Makes you think twice before I do another episode with you. What is he going to talk about? I'm going to have you submit all your topics so I can be prepared. Maybe, is that what we're naming this episode? McSquirts?
If you want to,
No, I don't.
or on a scale to 1 to Taco Bell. But it's like under Taco Bell.
Okay.
But it's still worse than like being sick.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Because you're not like, because you feel fine, and then all of a sudden you're like, all right, we're in the middle of a conversation, and I understand I need a bathroom right now. Where like when you're sick, you're just at home on the couch or in your bed, and you're just like, well, this is inevitable.
I don't even know how to respond to this conversation for the most part.
Moral of the story, though, is go to this restaurant.
You're not giving it a
delicious.
sterling
Oh,
review.
no. It's so good.
This is like an in defense of that. In the restaurant's defense.
In the restaurant's defense. No, but the thing is you get to sit there and eat as much meat as you want. And it's just
Let me ask you, is this local?
No, it's,
okay.
It's on the east side of the state. There's 2 restaurants on the east side.
So, okay, well, that makes
I think
more
maybe
sense.
one in Chicago.
Because I have another friend who had gone to one of these I think it was in Washington, D.C.
Okay.
And he was telling me about it.
Oh, it's
so I'm
so
guessing it was the same type of place. Although when you said you went to one, I was like, we don't have one around our area.
Yeah, we don't.
So that would make sense that you were not in our area.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, we drove, a couple buddies and I drove to another friend's house that's in the middle of the state to meet him, and then he drove us from there to.
Oh, nice.
So it was like a leapfrog.
Wow,
type
yeah,
thing.
that's good.
And he
So
had-
how was driving back? That
Oh,
you
my.
have that. Did you have the meat sweats going on too?
there
That's
was
a thing.
some
The
there
meat
was some
sweats is
there
a
was
thing.
some sweats going.
When you eat too much meat and you're just like, this
Yeah.
is delicious, but it is. I can feel it.
Oh yeah, you were just sitting there going, "Are you warm?" Yeah, I'm very
roasted.
warm. Like, this is gross. I'm not even doing anything, and
Gross, but you don't stop eating
Oh,
the
no,
meat.
no,
That's
no,
the thing.
no,
You
that's-
you
yeah.
double down. You have to power through the meat sweats and
Yeah.
and the McSquirts.
yeah, exactly. And my goal, I don't know if I reached this goal, but my goal was to eat 72 ounces of meat so that I could beat. I wanted to eat 73 ounces of meat so that I could beat John Candy's record in the Great Outdoors.
yeah.
I lost track of how many ounces I had, but it was getting up there.
Did you have a little scale next to you that you were weighing
No,
it on first
no.
and tallying? No.
I was just like eyeballing it. Like,
Yeah,
this is
you're just
probably
yeah,
like
this
4
is-
ounces.
I think this is about that. We'll
Yeah.
add it up.
This
Then
is
how come you
4
didn't tip it in your favor? Yeah, that pushes me over the edge. That actually pushes me to 75 ounces.
Because I wanted to be fair.
Well, that's
In the memory of John Candy.
that's all right. That makes sense. No,
Yeah,
I
I
get
mean-
that. I get that.
Yeah, so I wanted to be fair, and I think I came pretty close, but I wasn't right there.
What was your favorite meat that you had?
Ooh.
And is it? Well, hold on. Let me. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
We'll get to that in a minute here. So, is it like an all you can eat?
Yeah.
Then you,
yeah,
and you just pay to get in, like
Yeah.
as a pay of
Yeah, so I think there's a couple different pays. So if you pay like 50 to like $55, you can get the meat, but then you get like a salad bar. And if you don't want the meat, I think you can pay like $30 and you get just the salad bar. I don't, but
salad bar.
Yeah, it was-
The heck is that for?
That's for all the people that don't like meat. Of course, then why are you going to that restaurant?
The Sandys from Greece going there.
You can't walk out on a... So, and at the salad bar, they do have they have like smoked salmon, and a couple other meats. And
They don't carry that around on a skewer?
No, yeah. Just the salmon head. Fresh catch.
Yeah.
It's like the fish is looking at me.
It blinked.
I think it's still alive.
Why are the gills moving still?
It wants to breathe. Can you dunk it in some water then?
Take my glass here.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
So you would recommend this?
Oh, absolutely.
What's it called? Because I tried to Google it when you were. Well, yeah, hold on. Let me tell my story, because I was trying to Google it and I couldn't remember what the last bit was, so I just did Brasilia de meat. I don't think it was that. I don't think that was what it
Parental
was.
controls on. It's Brazil del Texas, I believe, or El Texas.
What?
Now I'm gonna look it up.
What is it about Texas and Brazil?
Well, because it's prepared in a Brazilian barbecue style.
Why were you in Texas?
But I think it's just because of all the meat.
There is a place in Texas called El Brazil, by the way. It's a census-designated place in Texas. In case you were wondering.
Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't. So, but thank you.
Well, I thought I would just help you out. Texas de Brazil.
Yes. How about that one?
Well, that's down in Texas.
Well,
It wouldn't be.
Stop
Well,
getting my hopes up.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be misleading. I would imagine that if you had come on this podcast to talk about this, you would have brought the name.
Well, I wasn't expecting you to ask sensible questions like, "Oh, what's the name of the restaurant?"
I'm very sorry. I will try to do Texas de Brazil. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a Churrascaria Steakhouse.
I told you.
Churrascaria Steakhouse. And their image is looks like Texas being. Was that Brazil? Is that is Texas being destroyed by Brazil in their logo, or is that Texas being destroyed by a cow?
Not entirely sure.
I can't quite figure that out. That's we'll leave that for the experts.
There we go.
But well, it's interesting. That does sound amazing. I remember. So my wife and I went to a Turkish restaurant.
Oh.
Once, and I remember I didn't understand what any of the stuff on the menu was.
Sure. Was it all in Turkey?
Yeah, yes, it was all in Turkey. Yes, it was actually a Thanksgiving restaurant, so all they served was turkey. But I remember I got just a plate full of meat. It was just a plate stacked with meat, like that shaved meat off the. Yes. It was amazing. It was delicious. So I can only imagine how good this steakhouse is.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, I would highly recommend. I know that it kind of got off the rails right there, but yeah, it's so.
It doesn't get off the rails on this podcast. We are the menacing podcast. The rails go all over. If
Texas de Brazil, yeah,
that's what it is. If you can't handle it,
keep listening.
Please keep listening.
And
I can tell you not to listen.
Yeah, if you want to rate the show on a scale of 0 to Taco Bell,
yes.
If somebody
Which
puts
one's the good one on that? Is 0 the good one in that case? Okay, that one. I just want to make sure.
Taco Bell, oh my goodness.
No. The Crunch Wrap Supreme is supreme.
It's something.
I can't even believe this. How dare you, good sir? How dare you?
I'm not saying that it isn't delicious at the moment, but then the moment after that, you kind of feel a little regret. A little shameful.
100%. You eat the food from there, and you're like, I should not have done this.
Yeah. You kind of, I don't know about you, but I kind of want to circle back and ask if they could delete my image from their videotapes.
Please delete my name.
Yes.
You can have my credit card information. Just please delete everything else.
Yeah.
That shows I was here.
Yep. And then the minute after the regret, you're in desperate search of the porcelain throne.
Yeah, you gotta be there.
So-
and at that point too, it's just easier to sell your car and buy a new one
Yeah, because
because people saw you
Yeah.
in that car in the Taco Bell drive-thru.
yeah, and not only that, your car might turn out to have the same smell as Seinfeld's.
Yeah. Yes.
And if you haven't seen that episode of Seinfeld, the smell never leaves.
The Baja Blast Mountain Dew, though,
That's their signature.
pretty good. Pretty good stuff.
I never got behind it, so
Why?
I don't know.
What do you have against it?
I don't have anything against it. I tried it. I didn't like it. I like the Code Red, and I like the original.
You like Code Red and Original, but you don't like Baja Blast?
Nope.
Why? I don't understand this.
I
Do you like Live Wire?
no.
No. That was I think that's the orange one.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not.
There's a blue one, too, that's not Baja Blast.
Oh, is it called just the blue one?
No. No, that would be...
The blue one.
They are
Mountain
much
Dew.
more original. It's probably like Electric Blue.
Ooh,
The Electric Blue one. Yeah,
there you
that's
go.
probably what they called it.
blue doesn't have a taste.
How do you know?
I don't know. I've always tried the blue crayon. Nothing. That's neither here nor there.
Yeah, okay, well, hey. I can't argue with the
Yeah,
logic there.
yeah.
You've tried it.
I
You've
have-
tried blue, and it does.
I've smelt the blue marker, and that's blueberry.
I love those markers that smell. Like, those are the best. I remember
This
growing
explains
up,
a lot.
This,
Yep.
it smells like I can taste my dreams.
Yeah. You start sniffing it, and after a couple minutes of sniffing it, I did minutes. If you did seconds, step up your game. After a couple minutes of sniffing it, you're like, I think I could probably bite it. This is edible.
It's just it does. They make it too good. Where it's like,
It's scary good.
yeah, I think this is to eat. This is candy.
This is a treat right now.
I can't do math anymore after smelling it.
Yeah.
This is candy.
Yeah. And then the teacher's like, here's the cement glue.
That's cement glue, yes.
Oh, I'm so glad I came to school today.
What was ever the purpose of cement glue? I still don't understand it to this day.
Hey, you got a reminder
Yeah,
to
it's
get
the-
the trash out.
It's again when you come over, I got to remind myself, get him out of here
Yeah,
as quickly
yeah.
as possible.
I don't know what and especially at such a young age when like the brain is developing. Let's give them all the stuff that smells great but is terrible to sniff.
Right. They're developing brains. Let's kill all those cells and blame it on alcohol later.
Yeah.
Alcohol.
The
and video
parents or
games.
yeah.
It's not that your teacher gave you sniffable markers and cement glue.
Yeah. And I hated the black one. People were like, "Oh, you want to smell?" No, you can keep the black. I am not a black licorice guy.
No,
You can
oh goodness,
keep
no,
that
that's
black.
awful. That's not whoever the Dutch we invented that one. Sorry about that. I apologize.
Oh my goodness! Somebody tried to give me a piece of Dutch candy once
Nope.
because I went to a.
It's not candy.
Yeah,
That's
no, it's salty black licorice, and I almost puked.
salty. Salty's not candy.
No, yes,
That doesn't make any sense to me. It does. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm apologizing on behalf of all the Dutch.
Yeah, you should. You should probably speak for Holland and Deutschland and all of them.
Well, Deutschland is Germany.
Yeah, well,
we got nothing to do with
Yeah,
that, pal. We got
uh-huh,
nothing to do with that one. Okay.
There was some. Oh, I need your take on this.
Oh,
What is it? Yams and marshmallows?
you're not a fan of that?
No. What?
You
No.
don't like yam? I mean, I'm not a big
No.
yam fan. Did you know though there really is kind of a yams
Oh,
and sweet potatoes?
Or maybe it's sweet potatoes. But somebody
Well,
tried
it's
to give
either
me
one.
Somebody tried giving me a pie with like a yam or mashed potato because I'd eat up mashed potatoes
With marshmallows on it.
Well, not with marshmallows on
No,
top.
that would be
No.
gross. You don't like, but you get the sweet potato
no.
with the yam. And,
Yeah, that's
with
the yam or
with-
the sweet potato. No,
They're like
nope.
interchangeable, but they're different at the
Yeah,
same
it's
time.
weird,
It's confusing.
Nope. I didn't even try it. They're like, "Do you want it?" And I'm like, "No."
Not even with like cinnamon.
First of all, the only time I'm gonna eat a marshmallow is one if it's over an open flame and there is a graham
That's fair.
and a chocolate.
That is fair. I
Not
don't
with yams.
I don't take away from your experience. but it's not bad.
Oh,
Yams, sweet potatoes, what have you, they're not necessarily my favorite.
But you throw on a glob of marshmallows, you're all about it.
I'm all about that. You put marshmallows on anything, I'm on it.
I bet you'd gobble up a yam or a sweet potato that was deep fried.
I'd gobble up anything that was deep fried. Deep fried, whatever.
Have you had a deep fried pickle?
I have. I love deep fried pickles.
Oh, I have it.
You haven't?
No.
How are you? You're not living.
Yeah, I am.
Do you like pickles?
Look at you. Now look at me. Look at you.
I don't look like Sandy.
I do enjoy a good.
I have no
kosher
qualms about my love of deep fried food.
I'm going to be giving the eulogy at your funeral.
Yes, you will when my heart clogs.
There's those marshmallows.
A buddy and I went. This was many, many years ago. I'm surprised I'm still alive after this one. But we were just deep frying a bunch of different things, like different.
You guys just had a
vegetables.
deep fryer readily available?
Do you not?
No, I have an air fryer, but not a deep fryer.
I have both an air fryer and a deep fryer.
Holy cow, that explains.
How do you... Okay, there's a couple shots there. Sensitive subject. And I have confidence. I am strong. I am smart. I am beautiful.
Nice sticky notes on the screen.
How do you not have a deep fryer? That's like...
I don't.
That's impressive. Okay. But we deep fried pickles.
Okay.
We deep fried onion, various vegetables. We deep fried.
I've had deep fried. I mean, I've had a bloomin'.
Yeah,
Bloomin'
onion
onion.
rings. Yeah,
Yeah.
a bloomin' onion. They're delicious.
Yeah.
Oh, we made donuts.
They're already deep fried.
Well, you had to.
You
make
double deep fry?
Yes. No, we didn't double deep fry. You make them out of dough
Yeah.
before they're the
Yeah.
right. So a donut just doesn't get cooked and the dough's made. It's ready to go. It's deep fried. You have to actually deep fry it.
I know.
That's
but,
what
I
we
mean-
did.
Oh,
We didn't
you
buy-
made your own.
we didn't buy, like-
Okay, you said we deep fried donuts.
Fuck
Well,
yeah.
what? It's already deep fried. Why are you deep frying a donut?
Do you think we went and bought a dozen donuts?
Yeah.
We're like, all right, let's
Krispy Kreme. They don't know what they're doing. Yeah,
That's what you thought. Okay. Well, thank you. I'm glad to know what you actually think of me. And,
you're just like, you know what? Let's add more deep fried to this donut.
this is not deep fried enough. Krispy Kreme is really dropping the ball lately. We'll take it from here. Deep fried a Jolly Rancher. Not a good idea.
Holy
That is
cow.
not a good idea. That does not deep fry well.
You mean that solid mass of sugar didn't
Yeah,
deep fry
it
well?
doesn't deep fry well.
Okay, noted.
But like, do you eat churros? Elephant ears?
My wife loves elephant ear. We go to the local carnival.
Yes.
Or state.
That's
or
exactly what
the fair.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yep.
Once a year.
Yep.
And she goes, "Is it okay if I get an elephant ear?" And I look at her, and she's about as big around as, like, I'm not going to be mean. She's about as big around as a wine bottle.
Yeah, your wife is the definition of string bean
Yeah.
when somebody calls somebody else that.
Yeah. And I look at her every year, and I go, "Eat two, please."
Yeah, you can eat whatever
Like,
you want. Nothing
yeah,
here is going
I'm
to affect you. You
like,
know, you're just like,
please.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have an
That
elephant.
stick
Yeah,
of deep
please.
fried butter, go ahead.
Yeah,
Have
yeah.
3
if
of them.
If you want a deep fried pickle too, like just
I
eat
still
some.
can't believe you haven't had that. Those are delicious.
No,
Do you like onion rings?
Yeah.
The bloomin' onion?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you're getting the pickles, the same concept. It's just got that salty, vinegary goodness.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, maybe I'll try one
I think you should.
when the
I
fair
think
comes back around.
I think you would like it.
Well, I guess I could go up into your kitchen when we get back to your house, and I'll maybe I can use your deep fryer.
I don't have
you
oil
weirdo.
for it. I'm not made of money. Do you know how expensive oil is? Holy cow.
Holy cannoli!
Holy cow. I see what you did there. We are at the end.
Oh, well, that stinks.
We're a little over. This is actually a
okay.
longer episode. Almost, we're going on 40 minutes.
Uh-oh. Well, sorry, people. Thanks for listening. If you want to reach us, please get a hold of us at our social media page on X, formerly known as Twitter, The Menacing Podcast, or Facebook, The Menacing without the Menacing Podcast. You can also send in your questions, comments, concerns to the email menacingpodcast@gmail.com. And until next time, we'll see you later.
It was impressive.
One breath. One breath.
I would like to correct it, though. You can search for the Menacing Podcast on Facebook.
Well, I think I said the too with Twitter.
Yeah, nobody's going to be able to know how to find us after that. But good job doing it in one breath.
Yeah.